What are some of your desires to see at this conference?
Mark, I'll tell you my number one desire, I know it's yours as well, that Christ would be exalted and glorified in everything that we do to help people see to an even greater degree the sufficiency of Christ and the sufficiency of Scripture.
Whether it's lay leaders, pastors, a big piece of this is to try to train up leaders in the church to start an addiction ministry as well.
Whether that addiction ministry would be in their church, in a community center, in their home, just a few people coming together even.
Well, you have me kicking it off with really a dissection of 12 steps, celebrate recovery.
Starting the conference off by laying that out very seriously because AA and Celebrate Recovery have kind of become the gold standard, and everybody thinks this is what you need. And in reality, it's really not terribly effective. Contrast that, which will be the rest of the conference, with the sufficiency of Christ and
Mhm.
Scripture. And I don't think there's any comparison. I think that anybody who will just look at the contrast would say, well, there's no question about which one would be more effective. Every believer has a similar testimony. I mean, you may not have struggled with addiction, but we've all come from the same place, separated from God because of our sin. And when Christ gets a hold of a person, well, you don't stay the same, do you?
No, that's right. Well, I know I'm doing another workshop on understanding temptation, how to overcome temptation. And I think that's real important because anyone can benefit from that teaching. And it probes the heart, it pricks the heart, it reveals some of the heart motivations deep in our desires, and then how to replace those with a love for Christ and desires that want to seek Him, to know Him, to please Him.
People are shocked by this idea that our problem is our heart because everything around us, all of the influence of the media and secular psychology, and just by the very nature of our sin, the sin that remains even in the believer, to understand that it's not your surroundings, it's not your circumstances, it's not your background, it's not your genetics, it's not any of these different things. It's a problem of the heart, and the good news is that Jesus Christ died for sinners, and when
Amen.
we will commit ourselves to walking with Christ, my word, everything changes.
Yeah.